Everything charged, extra power on check, live activated. I'm looking for something over here. Yeah. Hi guys. So someone is asking me, live chat, where have you been? Just Debs. Just Debs. I've just been around here in Nairobi, man. I've not been making videos simply because I was kicked out of YouTube monetization platform because they were regulating some people's channels, and they had found that I had preloaded some video, downloaded some videos and reloaded them on my channel, and so they found that. Sorry, I'm by the roadside. I'm actually at work. I want to flip the camera and show you guys a little bit of my work situation. Let me flip the camera. So here, so this one is my work situation. I have a station over here that we work on. Let me stand up. We are just by the road. So when you enter like this. So this is my first workstation. The second workstation is over there, and then I have things, all my gel products, whatever, my facial products, because I usually also use I do facials, and then I sell a bit of a few perfumes over here and some facial serums over there. So this is the station where we warm water. That is an extra chair, and this is stools for us to sit on, and that is my corner where I usually put. So we maximize space because the space is very, very tiny, and that is give me your feedback on what you think I should do better in this place. And then also this is waiting area, and usually people get washed their feet over here. So yeah, I've been 4 years in the market. Let me again flip the camera. Sorry, give me a minute. I'll flipped the camera now so that we can talk. I missed you guys. How have you guys been? I'm not kidding, honestly. I've not been making videos simply because I was kicked out of YouTube whatever program. So I feel like I want to give myself water And I didn't want to leave you guys. Oh, I think it's water over here. So we are maximizing the space because the shop is quite small. Guys, like the video, please. Like the video, because have you guys seen the way I have grown weight? Let me give you guys a fit check. Let me give you guys fit check. Hello. Poa sana.
Nataka kufiksiwa tu hii pekee.
Nataka kufiksiwa.
Ni how much?
Hiyo moja.
Inaekwa tip.
Ni tip. Ni sawa. Keti tu hapa. Keti tu na hii side. Hapo side. Guys, I'm sorry, client has already entered here and I need to do a fit repair. You guys are going to stay with me. You guys will stay with me. So I'm just gonna talk with you guys a little bit. So I was not making videos because I had been kicked out of tip. I had been kicked out of YouTube partner program. So my videos were not making any money. That is the reason why I stopped, and I also appealed. But when I appealed, they did not open my nini. They did not open for me. So I said, okay, so how come am I gonna make videos and I'm not making? Comfortable? Comfortable, okay. How am I going to make videos yet I'm not making any money? Money talks, guys. So that is the reason why I've not been making videos. So I had to appeal, but then the appeal took like how many months? The appeal took 4 months because they wanted me to fix the mess, because I had put some videos that were not originally mine and they wanted me to fix the mess before they can approve my channel for monetization. So I did that. I actually removed a lot of videos because that is what was required of me. I deleted a lot of videos. So I'm just putting a nail extension on her feet because she broke one. That is what I'm doing. So that is the reason I've not been here, guys. That is the reason I've not been here. So I took time off YouTube to focus on other things. That is why. I don't know how to multitask. So let me finish doing whatever I'm doing, then I'll talk to you guys. I know that you guys are itching, you want to ask me questions. I can see 11 of you have joined, but none of you is liking the video. Does that mean that you don't miss me? You didn't miss me? Do you guys want to see what I'm doing? I don't think you can see. I'm fixing this tip over here. I don't have a tripod to situate you guys to see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to do it. Guys, I can't believe it's been 4 years in this field. I've been working here for 4 years. You remember when I launched this place? So far it's been good. I remember when I started doing nails, I wasn't having customers, man. because you know when you just first started, you need to have your customer base. And in this area, it's quite busy, and we have a lot of the market is very saturated with people who do nails. So, and then just across over here, there used to be these boys who used to do nails here, and they were quite good at their game. They were doing very good work, and a lot of people had been used to them. So I hardly got customers because of these boys, man. I was really kicking almost kicked my foot every time, because I had like 4 months of no clients at all. 4 months. Let me get something. Guys, stay with me. We need to talk, but first I need to finish what I'm doing. No man can do. You will do what no man can do. You have done You know what? I believe. You know what I thought to myself? I thought that remember when I came from working in the Emirates, I sat in the house during Corona for like 4 years, right? And no, it wasn't 4 years. Yes, no, because I started this business in 2021. Yeah, 2021 is when March, I remember, March or April, I can't remember well. So that is when I started business here. I stayed at home for quite some time during Corona after coming back from Dubai. So I was figuring out what I really wanted to do in Nairobi. So I was looking at the markets and the things that were like the businesses that were booming at the time. So I had done beauty cosmetologies course at Ashley's before I went to work in Dubai with a different company. So I had that skill, and plus I have a certificate from Ashley's. So I sat in the house and I was really thinking exactly what I would do, you know, and I wanted to do something that I love. I didn't want to do something that I hated. So when I was looking at the market around here, I started seeing that a lot of people nowadays are into doing their nails in Nairobi. So I thought, and when I was walking around the area where I live, I saw there were a lot of nail shops, and I went to a couple of nail shops, and I saw that most of them were doing such mediocre jobs, you know. And me, I'm a perfectionist. I don't like mediocre work. I don't really like mediocre work. So I started going to one nail shop, the one that when I was going for driving school here in Benedicta, like just across here near my house, I used to always walk and I saw nail salons, and the market is so saturated, yet people were doing really mediocre job. They were not really focusing on their hygiene, and I went to a couple of shops just to see how they were doing their work, and I thought that, you know, it wasn't like they were doing what they could do, because most training places just don't do thorough, you know. Mostly they are just like they don't touch base, like it's just like quick type of work, and they are not really paying attention. So I thought to myself, a couple of shops that I went to, I saw that I want to open mine as well, because I felt like I could do a better job than them, to be honest. So that is the reason why I thought to open mine. So I was always praying whenever I passed around this place. I wanted a shop exactly around this place. Like I manifested this shop, I would say that. So I could always walk past this place and I was like, I want a shop around here. If I get a shop around here, I'll be so excited. Then one time, because I was always walking from home to go to driving school every time, back and forth, back and forth. Then one time, I saw this place was vacant and I was so surprised. So I just paid immediately, and then I went to do crash course in town just to familiarize myself more with the business. I did a crash course, and then opened the business afterwards. Like I this shop was just empty for 3 months consecutively, but I was paying for the rent. Then I went to familiarize myself with the business aspect, and I did a crash training for like 3 weeks straight, and then came and opened this place. It's been 4 years. When I first opened, I didn't have clients whatsoever, and then the more I stayed, the more I started building my client base. So I built my client base, and then now I have my client base. Before you really crash this market, this business, you have to build your client base. So I built my client base through tears, through crying, because 4 months straight I didn't have clients over here. Then by God's grace, I think every time I do a client, I usually have recommendations. So the clients that I do are the ones they are usually recommended by people whom I did a good job on. So that is the reason why I'm still here for 4 years. 4 years after, I'm still doing this business. So do you guys want to ask me questions? Because there is no way I can just be staying here talking to myself. You guys have to interact on the comment section. Kemi is saying, Kemi, it's been a while. I know, long time, Mama, not long time. I'm here. I did not abandon you guys. I did not abandon you guys. I was just taking a little break. But of course, I'm back with my normal banter. So usually I don't only do nails as well. I do also facials, and I also take training, but I can only train one person at a time. So yeah, I also take training, so I train people as well. Right now I have 1 student, so I take 1 student at a time because the place is quite small. So I don't want to crowd it with students when clients start flocking in also, and the place is a tiny. So yeah, otherwise we are doing well. Life is okay, we are just like going with the flow. We take it one day at a time. What else did I want to say? Some of you are asking me questions. I don't know how people have the audacity to ask people personal questions. And I saw that lady was just like a grown-up lady, she was just a grown-up lady, and she was asking me a very weird question. I'll tell you in a bit the kind of questions she was asking me. Let me just finish. Actually, whatever I was doing is done. I was just preparing one leg.
hii pia nimefix kama hii. Itawezekana?
Yeah, it's okay. Seems like you guys are going to stay. We are going to stay there as I do another nini. I know it's human nature to ask, but why would you ask someone a personal question? You don't ask personal things. I know some people are nosy here on the social media, and you feel like I owe you my life, and I need to tell you exactly the happenings of my life. I don't appreciate some questions, you guys, especially if you watch my videos. There is literally everything. I usually talk about everything in my videos. So and even the person who was asking me this question, it was such a sensitive question that she was asking me, but I was just like, she followed me on TikTok to ask me that question, and I know that she's been asking me the same question on where? On YouTube, and I kept like, I've made a video addressing that question, addressing the people who are nosy enough to want to know about the question at hand. But I think it was not enough explanation. Anything that you want to, guys, I'm usually an open book. Everything you want to know about me, just go to my YouTube channel. You will literally find everything. I'm an open book. I do not stigmatize myself in my journey about anything. For those of you who are asking where is my husband is around. Don't worry. Don't worry. We have not yet killed each other. We have not yet killed each other. He is still very much around, so don't worry. So I know that Kimi Klaus, most people on social media are always nosy. They want to know. They pay attention to the little tiniest details about people's lives, and they want to find out. But there are things that, like for example, the questions that I usually don't find it necessary to ask someone. When are you getting married? You are asking a lady, when are you getting married? Okay, that is one question. Another question you are asking, when are you having children? Or perhaps if somebody has gotten married, you are like, when are you having, like for example, when are you having children? And then they have their first child. You're asking, when are you having the next child? And what else? What other question do they usually ask? Like, it's like asking this type of milestone questions, especially when you're asking a woman, when are you having a baby? I mean, why would you ask somebody that question? Why would you get into somebody's womb like that? Why would you become a womb watcher? Why? Or even when, let's say for example, when you see a lady pregnant and maybe perhaps you didn't see her child, then you're like, I thought you were pregnant. Maybe that lady has lost the pregnancy. I thought you were pregnant. Where is the pregnancy? Where is it? I want to see it. Guys, be fair on this on this social media. So for me, honestly, I usually say everything about my life whenever, like, since I started YouTube. It's been how many years, sincerely? You guys started watching me. Some people started watching me long time ago when I was still in Dubai. And you guys were following my journey when I was working in Dubai. Then when I moved back to Kenya, you guys, you are following my journey. What don't you know? You know my single days. You know my married days. You know everything about me. I have made all those videos there. So what questions are you guys asking, honestly? And the question that unfortunately most people who are asking these questions, they are just asking them because they are nosy. If you see a woman who has just gotten married, maybe she got married 2, 3 years, 4 years, 5, 6 years, and you have not seen a child, don't ask them where is the baby, where have you given birth. They must have some issues, but perhaps they are suffering from infertility issues. You don't just ask such questions. Such questions you just pass, you know. If they are comfortable to share with you, they will share. For me, for example, I've shared with you most questions. Umewatengeneza?
Anataka kutengeneza.
Hakuna kitu atatengeneza.
Acha pita aone.
Yeye ndiye alitengeneza hiyo. Enda basi. So,
tutaongea tata.
So, that question is really not necessary. It's really not necessary. And that is the reason why most YouTubers, they usually don't want to come on social media. Because, like for example, there's this YouTuber who used to share her family. And then people used to be too nosy. Like for example, Patricia Bright. She used to share her family, her husband, her children. And then people started becoming too nosy. And then nowadays she chose not to share anything. Even her husband, nobody sees the husband on the channel. And then they started speculating. They speculated until now they are tired. Why are you not getting married? Why haven't you gotten married? When you are married, when you get a husband, when are you getting married? When you get a fiance, when you get a fiance, when are you getting married? After the fiance, after getting married, when are you having children? Why haven't you had children yet? If you have your firstborn, no, perhaps somebody is going through infertility. Why haven't you had children yet? Why would you want somebody who is in their 40s to have children? Why do you, if you see that they don't have children and they're in their 40s, you should just use your mind, your brain, and in my Swahili they say jijazie, you know. Just use your brains and know that, oh, that man must be having some infertility issues. And plus me, I've shared with you everything, including that part of me. So why are you asking questions? Can't you go back to my videos and then watch? Watch everything, and then how is the apartments buying business? What would you recommend? I didn't buy apartments, guys. Me, I don't have apartments that I've bought. I have apartments that are built. I don't know about apartment buying business because I've never bought apartments in Nairobi. I built. And to be honest, I would recommend you build. But if you're not around, just use what is it called? Use a construction company or real estate, I don't know. So, what was I saying? What was I saying? Why would you want somebody who is in their 40s, who already explained to you that they might not have kids because their fertility window has already passed? Why would you want them to elaborate? Why would you follow them with more questions? Why would you want to know? What's your problem? Just let it be. It is what it is. If you see a baby, you see a baby. If you didn't see, don't ask me questions. My life, my choice. My womb, my choice. In this case, it's not my choice. It's nature. Nature's choice. If nature decides, it happens. If nature does not decide, it doesn't happen. And life moves on, life goes on. I'm taking this supplement, this immune boosting supplement. I'm always on supplements, guys. I have this, my sister brought me collagen peptide that I don't know what to, I don't drink smoothies. So I don't know how to use this collagen peptide. How do you guys use collagen peptide? And also take this one, vitamin C, just to boost my immune system, guys. Guys, you know, let me tell you something. Let me share something with you that I found out lately. Every disease starts from your gut. So you have to make sure that you take care of your gut. Also, make sure you boost your immune system so that a lot of diseases don't catch up with you. There is this immune system boosting. You need to take vitamin D. The reason why pharmaceuticals told you that you don't need, you need to take I don't know who told you guys to be putting on sunscreen. The sun is healing. The reason why they want you to put on sunscreen, they want you to not have enough sun exposure so that you get sick. And the more you get sick, the more you visit their facility, and the more you buy medication. The pharmaceuticals, this is vitamin E. So throw away your sunscreen. It's not necessary. The vitamin D, I take it because I'm usually not going to sit in the sun anyway. I take 5,000 IU, but I think you should take 10,000 IU. You need 10,000 IU daily. What else am I taking? I'm taking this one. I'm also taking fish oil. I usually take at night. This is flaxseed. I just take it because somebody said it helps with hot flash. You don't get too hot. So you need to boost your immune system. This one, there is this one, and then there is something called AHCC that I want to buy it from Amazon. This one will help with will help you to the lady bits, the way some of us are not about immunized against cervical cancer, like the HPV immunization. A lot of us did not have it because we didn't know better, or our parents did not know better. Even though you can have it until when you are 45, you can still have that one. So this HPV virus, you get it from guys when you are sexually active. You can get it from your partner, you can get it from wherever. So there is different strains of HPV virus, and there is this 16 and 18 one that causes cervical cancer. So when you boost your immune system, your system is going to be able to fight any viruses, including reducing the HPV viruses inside you. So that is the reason why you need to take AHCC supplements, because this AHCC, just go and do your research. The AHCC supplement helps with this one. And the reason why I started taking I've not taken it. I'm now taking this one. It's supposed to be some mushroom and vitamin C, astragalus, mushrooms and oregano, something like that. It's just the reason why I took this is because it's written human support. I searched that AHCC supplement on here in my local drug supplement store, and I didn't get it in town. So this one also have garlic, and you know, so it helps. So I want to show you guys the supplement that I want every woman to get. So it's very unfortunate that ladies are the ones who can be tested from HPV by cervical swapping your cervical whatnot, pap smear. So and then they go and check and see if you are positive for it or not, because there is no other way you can find out that you have it unless you develop genital warts or warts in any part of your body. Then you definitely know that you have HPV. And it's very scary that 80% of population, you perhaps have it, the one who are watching me, you have HPV virus, but it's just that because your immune system is high, maybe you are healthy and your immune system is help fight it, but 90 to 80% of the human population have HPV virus, especially if you have ever gotten in contact sexually with someone. So there is a very high probability that you also have it, and it's just that your system is able to fight it off. Unfortunately, the people whose system is not able to fight it off, those are the ones who actually develop, because we have a lot of variants, many variants of HPV virus, but there's one specifically, they vary in numbers. There's number 18 and number 16. That is the specific one that causes cervical cancer. So it's good for us to educate ourselves regarding these things. So I just found out because I was actually doing what? I was doing research because my neighbor passed away a couple of months. It's almost a year, I think, since she passed away from cervical cancer. And I just thought to do a little bit of research, and that is what I came up with. That is what I came to find. Just the same way the Bible says that my people perish because of lack of knowledge. You better have this knowledge. These are the supplements that I'm talking about. Can you do a little bit of your research about AHCC supplements? This is the one that fights off HPV. It reduces and it boosts your immune system so that your system is able to fight HPV virus. So this one you need to have it. I saw a couple of ladies who were talking about they fought off because they were like they tested positive for HPV, and then they were taking this supplement, and they fought it off. You know, so it's something that has been proven to help. Let me do the thingy, the feet. I'm doing repair on the thumbs, what are the big toe, so that I can have time to talk to you guys. How are you guys? How are you guys? Where are you watching me from? Where are you guys watching me from? What's this? Hello, Ruby and everyone. Long time from Trinidad and Tobago. Nice to see you.
Wow.
Trinidad and Tobago. Nice to see you, darling. I think I'm going to have, I don't know what time is it, but the lady that I'm training might be coming at 2 o'clock. She usually comes at 2 o'clock. Ask me questions so that I can finish here and then I answer your questions. Oh, somebody asked me about Daisy. Somebody asked me about Daisy. Daisy does not stay with me anymore. The last time I heard from Daisy, her mother had taken her to go and live in the convent. Because she was having substance abuse issues. She was abusing substance. So, her mom took her to go and live in a convent. So she lives in a convent. And her mom also instructed the guy in the convent, the one who lives with her. You know these people from Legio Maria? Her mom instructed them that we should not contact Daisy. She have her reasons. So nowadays I have no idea what is happening with her. There was a time she called me and she was asking me for money. But whatever she was taking messed up with her mind, her brain. So she wasn't really not herself. She was mentally not okay. And I think they took her to the hospital, and she was given some medication to flush out whatever she took. Then now they believe that there was some spiritual forces that were caused her mom and whatever, and the people where she prays. So they believed, so they took her to convent so that they can pray for her and keep praying for her. So since then she's been living there. We helped where we could, because at first they needed money for the hospital. Me and my sister Winnie, we helped where we could. So they needed money, and you know, and also she had been staying with Daisy in the convent. Her mom had been staying with her in the convent for like 3 or 4 months, and then after that she needed money to pay for her rent and to settle things. So we just paid where we could. Actually my sister Winnie is the one who actually bailed her out, and then after that we couldn't bail her out any longer. So she decided to come back and work, because if she couldn't work, who is gonna pay for her rent, and who is gonna pay her bills? So from then onwards she came back. She's now working and paying her bills, and Daisy is still in the convent. It is the bad company that she had. It is the bad company that she had. Because honestly, to be honest, me, I wanted to stay with Daisy and I wanted to help her out. Remember, I had been making videos with her after her mom kicked her out and she ran to my house. And I had wanted to always help her, you know. I actually wanted to train her to do nails so that she can do nails, or even I open a small nail parlor for her so she can, you know, do her stuff and whatnot. But every time her mom was always coming to interfere. So I had to let her go. I had to let her go back to her mom. And you know, her mom doesn't have time for her kids. She's working. She's always at work from 5 a.m. to night time. So she can't monitor what the kids are doing, you know. So I just realized that, you know, I let her go because her mother was interfering. And then when she went to her mom's place, they never get along. So she just started having bad company, and that is what led to her starting abusing substance abuse. And that is the reason why now she has to live in the convent. Because now she's in her 20s. She's perhaps 22. So if I wanted to help her, by now she could have really been perfect at doing nails. She could have been even working here and earning money, you know. But I don't know what happened with her mom. She always thought that there's no money. That somebody cannot just make nails and have money. Who told you? Nowadays you craft. Even people who are in the office, the people who make nails, they are better off than people who are employed in the office. So to them, they just feel like, I told her mom to let her come here so that she can train, and I will help her open a business. I wanted to do my part, but her mom was like, oh, I want her to do training, to go to college and do blah blah blah. Nowadays, even people finish training colleges and they come back home and sit. If you're not connected and you don't know anybody anywhere, a lot of people have big degrees around here and they don't have work. So people usually do something, you know, craftsmanship. So I told her, I said to her, you know, come and learn how to do nails. I've trained a lot of girls to do nails. And they are now doing nails. They are now very perfect at it. I did not monetize because I have to go to creators. What is it called? I have to go to the. I don't know. You usually after you finish your live, you go to you upload it and then you go to YouTube Studio. That is where now you enable monetization. Maybe I should do it here, but I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm gonna do it in my other phone. So the paths chose, and plus her mother always, you know, honestly, we wanted Daisy to even go to Dubai. Honestly, we wanted, even my sister Winnie, she wanted her to actually do a course so that she can actually just go to Dubai and find work. But because her mother was always interfering, you know, how are we gonna help her? I'm very glad that at least I made sure that she had finished high school, because her mother had kicked her out even before she finished high school. So she finished high school, she have her certificates and whatnot. And we wanted her to just like do a small course and then fly out, you know. Because here in Kenya, I mean, she had to be focused. Nobody is going to spoon feed her. Until when are you going to be spoon fed? She had to be focused. Even my sister was focused. That is the reason why she is where she is now. I told her that if you're not focused, you're not going to propel in life. But to be focused, you have to actually have a positive attitude. If you don't have a positive attitude, you will not propel in life. So I tried. But then, you know, you cannot teach an old dog new tricks. She had come, how to unlearn the habits and the things that she had learned in her mother's house. How could she have unlearned them now in my house? How can I take her at her age and start teaching her how not to be or how to be? I couldn't. I gave up. So now your question is answered about Daisy. I hope that one day she's focused, because it's never too late. She can regain her life, and then she can get focused and do something with her life. At least she's lucky that I was an auntie who was there, who wanted to hold her hand through it all and help her, you know. Me, when I was growing up, I didn't have anybody who could hold my hands to help me, you know. I didn't have a relative who was very willing to help me. I have to be helped by strangers. So for her, she was very much lucky. But the minute I bring her into my house and give her safe space to focus, again she misbehaves. So I can't have that. Now she's not with me anymore, and I didn't know what else to do. So I was doing repair on this feet. It's now done. I was doing a big toe repair. That one. Oh, wait. Let me show you. You see this one? This is what I was repairing. So I did them together. Because I did that one. These two. Did the 2 feet. That's done. Aya, asante Misha. So. So guys,
Thanks.
thank you. So I was helping her and she didn't want to be helped. You only help somebody who wants to be helped. Me, there is one thing that I really hate. I don't like people who don't have good attitude toward life. For me, Aish, your attitude has to be correct. If your attitude is not correct, we cannot be friends. And we cannot even, I don't even know what to say. Such people really annoy me. If you don't have good attitude towards life, there is really no way. There is just no way I can help you or I can work with you. There is no way. I don't like people with stinking attitude. So that is the reason why I had to let her go. My nail has really grown, but it's very recent. So, yes, you are saying you could see it. I was a good auntie. Guys, you've said I've not monetized this video. Let me try and do it. I hope I see it. I want to make some coins, guys. I want to make some coins off YouTube as well. It's not here. It's not here. I can only monetize it after I've logged off. After I've gone to I've finished. I don't know how to do it, man. Or maybe I could have done it, but I didn't know how to. It doesn't show on the phone. The last video I made was like, hey, that was a long time ago, man. January 18th. That was the last video I made. And today is the, when is today? 3 months almost. 3 months. You guys, let me read from you what you guys are saying. Just Debs, I tried my best with Daisy, man. I wanted the best for her, you know. Jennifer Ashby Okoli is saying, we are fully aware of your commitment to Daisy. You tried your best. Nothing that is happening to Daisy is your fault. Some parents are their children's problem. I will say no more. Okay, I understand. Totally. I know, man. I did not monetize it. Yeah, I pray she gets over her problems, man. Thank you. I pray she gets over her problems. Whatever she took, I don't know, they were taking the, and then the one for, and then it messed up her brain, man. It did. It messed her up. She was even removing clothes. But now, I hope she's okay. Because the last time I saw her, I was sent videos of her, pictures of her, and she seemed okay. A bit, she was very skinny. She became very skinny, but at least. Saa ngapi? Wamekuwekea dawa ukaibiwa simu?
Simu imeenda. Simu na basi.
Kwani ulikuwa wapi? Somebody have just been called here.
Sai tu.
Ulikuwa wapi? Wapi exactly? Where were you? Go and ask there. Mali ulikuwa? They've put for her this something and then they stole a phone and a bag. Hiyo bag ilikuwa na nini ndani? Wamemwekea ile kitu. How does she know? Guys, Nairobi is horrible. Women guys, I want to go to the toilet. This lady has already been conned. This lady over here. The one standing here. The one standing here has just been conned. She gave somebody a phone and then there's something they usually swipe on her. They usually make sure that they swap something on her, like medicine, and then she lose her mind. Yani her mind is temporarily not working. I have to go to the toilet, and then they take everything. Father, Feet check. Feet check. Feet check. That girl has already been conned just here as we speak. We were just speaking. Guys, Guys, I promise to be coming back with videos, and I promise you I'm going to be making videos, frequent videos. The reason why I was away also was because sometimes you just want to you just okay, me, I'm afraid now because I've had these people have stolen stuff here. I usually have 2 phones and I need to be careful. They usually put Angela, I'm sorry. Angela is saying I say that all the time and I leave them hanging. Angela, sometimes sometimes it's good to take a break. See, I've recharged. I'm even fatter now. I've even gone fatter. I'm glowing. I'm happy. Nothing is wrong. I've accepted my situation of being childless. I don't beat myself over it. Actually, guys, I wanted to tell you guys something also before I forget. I want to go through adoption. So I want to actually do my adoption journey videos on here. Okay. The reason why I want to go through adoption is because I feel like I want to give a child a home. I want to give a child in the orphanage a home, and I don't have to be biologically a mom to become a mama. So I think even I can adopt. At first I spoke to my husband about it, but I don't think it was wholeheartedly coming. He didn't want it for me. But I told him, listen to me and listen good. Before you even meet me, I had wanted to adopt a child. Long time ago, I had wanted to give a child a home one time, whether I have my own or I don't. So this is my dream from long time ago. And the reason why I'm where I am is because I have always helped people. So there is no way I can have you in my life and now you refuse for me to help somebody. Like to him, I know it's a both way thing. Like we both have to agree to adoption, but again, my husband is a bit more closed and is different. My husband is different, so we are very opposites of each other. So when I explained to him and I told him it's my happiness, it's my desire. So it's either you are in on it or you're out. And if you're out on it, me, I'm gonna have my child. And I found you with children. I have no problem with it. Now I want my own. I want my own child, and I'm going to have it through adoption. So at first he was like, no, but then after some time, he was like, whatever you like, you want, and I'm going to support you because it's what you like. I'm not going to deter you. I told him, if you want to deter me, you will deter me, but just know that if God brings me blessings because of bringing an angel in my house, do not ask me to share with you my blessing. I told him that, but because he sees that I'm blessed, I have blessings always chasing after me, and I receive them wholeheartedly. He always looks at me and says, yeah, you're right. Bring it, your angel. That angel will bring good karma in my life in the future. Yes, it's about karma. What you give is what you get. So that is the reason why I'm adopting I'm going to go through adoption, and I want a baby girl. Because the reason why I want a baby girl is because baby girls are very vulnerable, and they can't fend for themselves. And I want a baby girl so that I can mold her, and I want her as young as 1 year. The oldest I want is 1 year. I don't want less than, I want 6 months to 1 year. So because I have this lady who is my client who went through adoption and adopted a baby girl, and she's okay with her child now. Have her child. Even her, she goes through. She has infertility issues, and she's bonded. She's now bonding with her child. She have her child with her. So I know that her story might not be my story, but at the same time, I have a heart. The reason why being, remember my nanny brought her daughter to live with us. It was my idea. Initially, my husband was against it again, but I insisted. Because I am the one. I don't want to say something that is going to, you know, I'm tough-headed. If I want something, I want it. If I want to do something, I want to do it, you know. So long as it's for the good of the child. My nanny's child was in a place where she could have died. She was ill, very critically sick. And there's no way my nanny can be sitting in my house being sad because she doesn't know the fate of her child. She left her child with some strangers who are really mistreating her child. And she had no way of actually taking care of that child. The child came with a lot of infections in her body. She was really, really critically sick. And I explained to my husband, I told my husband, we have only one child in this house, my sister's son. It won't hurt bringing in this child into our house. Even though he refused at first. I told him I'm going to bring her anyway. I arranged for the kid to come, and the kid came. I took the kid to the hospital, and now you cannot, if you see her, you can't believe that is the same child who came with swollen stomach, swollen feet, swollen face, and wounds all over. Now she looks perfectly healthy, playing, running around, and my heart is full. Like, I've accepted her fully. And the way I treat her, the way I treat my my sister's son is the same way I treat this girl. There is no way I can buy an outfit for my or a toy for my sister's son and I don't buy her. So this was a test. I wanted to see where my heart would sit with this child being in my home. And my heart actually sits well. And so this was a sign for me to bring in a kid because I'm okay with children, you know. And also I explained to my nanny, I told her, you know, if she's ready to take care of an extra kid, she can be ready to take care of an extra kid because I'm going to go through adoption process. I'm going to bring a kid into my home. So, yes, I'm going to do it. And I'm bringing you guys along. That is the reason why I said I want to document it. I want to document my journey. So I'll give you guys the entire process of what happens. I already called the Adoption Society and they're expecting me. You know, the other day I was asking myself, I was asking myself, should I go through it or should I not go through it? Then I say to myself, you know, there's finances that go through when you have to take care of a child. You have to save up for this child's education. Oh, Brenda Ruto is thinking about adoption as well. Okay, I'm going to document for you and I'm going to tell you guys all the entire. Hey, congratulations, good job, Mama, good job. So, and then I was like, that child is going to be responsible, my responsibility 100%. I was giving it a thought and I was thinking, okay, right now I'm free, I'm child free, and I don't have financial responsibility. Actually, the thing that is actually eating my finances nowadays is probably my car, because you know, a car you have to maintain it, you have to take care, it's a liability. So a car, that is the only thing that eats my money as far as I'm concerned. So my sister takes care of her son. I don't really monetarily, I don't take care of my sister's son. I'm just there for him and I have a roof for him, and you know, but I don't take care of the child financially. You know, my sister is full on that. Financially, I'm taking care of my nanny's child, yes, because when she gets sick, also my nanny, when they get sick, it's my responsibility because they are living in my house. Even though if my nanny is having her salary, but still, when she gets sick, I have to take care. I have to take her to the hospital. But then, how much do they eat? Then I thought to myself, that is a bit of too much of a burden that I'm going to put up myself into. This kid, I have to save up for her education. I have to have extra money for her, you know. And then I was thinking, oh, should I save money for my retirement, or save money to make sure this kid goes to school, and la la la. And then I said, you know what? There are actually families out here who have children, and they are coming from a very low income households. They don't have a home that they have fully paid for. They pay rent, and they don't even have insurance to go to the hospital if they are sick. And I was just having just an interpersonal conversation. I was speaking within myself, and I was saying, these people, they don't even know where their next meal is going to come from. But still, these children survive because they're already born and they are here. So, I'm better off than these people. I have a home, a roof on top of my head. I have a little income, even if it is little, but it's okay. I'm healthy, I'm well mentally, I'm okay physically. What is the worst that can happen? What if I just give a child a home? Let's hope this kid is going to be healthy and not sickly, and and what is the worst thing that can happen with me taking care of a child that needs a home? Isn't it that God is my provider? Wouldn't God provide for me? And then also God has given me a good karma. You know, when you help, God gives you a good karma. There is a good karma in my life, and that is my younger sister. My younger sister supports me financially here and there. And now she lives in Saudi Arabia. Hi, my sister, I love you very much. She takes care of me. So I thought to myself, okay, I poured into my sister's cup. She was a flower that needed planting and watering and nourishing, and I did it, and now I can see fruits from it. What if I take another flower, a child in an orphanage, I water it, I nourish it, and then in the future, this kid could be my good karma. I have to invest in another one. So I said, I'm gonna go for it. So I sat down and I said, you know what? And I think my sister is going to have to be around because she has to sign as well. They say that I have to have I'm a sole guardian or a sole parent. But if something happens to me, like God forbid, I pass away or whatnot, my sister will sign for me to take care of this child for me, because my sister will be fully in. I know my sister, she has the same heart I have. So even though I have not discussed with her, but I will discuss. Oh, my sister, anything that I want, my sister always tells me, go for it. I have this sister of mine who was actually telling me that, what if I pay for you to go through IVF? She's fully in, and she wants me to actually fund my IVF journey. And she said, if let's say, for example, if you don't have eggs, I will give you my egg. So my sister is in to help me even have my own child. So what if anything I want, my sister will tell me I'm in for it. So even this with adoption, because I felt like at my age, I don't want to go through pregnancy and, I don't want to do it, It's not my thing. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. Already the perimenopause will kick my ass very soon. So can you imagine having perimenopause again, having pregnancy? I hear that when people after having babies, you have your body change, a lot of things change, especially if you have them naturally. I don't think I want to put my body through the stress, especially because I'm going to go through advanced maternal. Now I'm already in my 40s, so I don't think I want to put my body through that. Since it did not come naturally when I wanted it, when I was younger in my 30s, I don't think in my 40s I want to go through, because plus I had already gone through IVF. Me personally, I don't feel like I want to go through another round of IVF, pumping hormones and pumping all those injections and the pain of doing it all ever again and losing money, not knowing whether I'm going to really, it's not 100% guarantee. So my sister is want to fund it, but I feel like I might just as well put that energy through adopting another kid. That is exactly my philosophy, or that is how I feel. So yeah, I'm going to have my sister sign for me, because I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go through the process when my sister is on leave, so we can go with her, and then they will definitely want her to sign, and then after that she will sign to, like, if at all something happens to me, then my sister will take over of that child. So I think that is what is required of me. And then surrogacy, I can't go through it, man. Surrogacy is like using, what is the difference between that? What is, like, for me, this is my philosophy. My husband have his biological children. He has 2 girls. So having a surrogate is like, it's not gonna be my egg, so it's probably going to be that lady's egg, somebody else's egg, because I don't believe I still have viable eggs, because I have very low AMH. So means that I don't have viable, even though I still see my periods, but I don't believe I have viable eggs, because even when I did IVF, I was told that my eggs are not viable. That is the reason why it was unsuccessful, my IVF. So that means that I'm going to have to use somebody else's egg. So with my husband's sperm, why would I do that? Why would I do that? I mean, my husband already have kids that he has seen his seeds, and why would I take somebody else's, a stranger's eggs, to have a baby? What? It's the same as just adopting. I would rather adopt than going through all that. And to have a surrogate, it's really not it's not recognized in Kenya by law. So again, you might even have somebody carry your child, and then they might sign. You can't sign because no law accepts you to do that. You are in Kenya. So we will go through it not having any paper signed. What if this person get attached to that child and refuses to give you the child? Then what happens? I don't want to go through that. And then plus also, you have to pay for the surrogate, her rent, you have to pay all this medical fee, you have to pay all the IVF, you have to pay everything. Why would I go through that? That is too much, just for the sake of, I want a baby. I don't want a baby that bad that I have to go through all that. It does not really, I don't want to do it. So I hope you guys understand. And to ask yourself honestly, you be happy that you helped another baby out there. Also, if you monetize your YouTube channel, it will help you with the finances, savings towards the adoption. Just a suggestion. Just that's true. That's true, because the last check I have not even taken the last check I had from YouTube. It's still in the account, because sometimes I just leave them there. I had 10,000. That was, I was not consistent. 10,000 is like $100 or $90, something like that. Less than, you know. So yeah, sometimes YouTube also monetization helps. That could help as well. But I'm going to go through that, and I want to just tell you guys. So I hope that I'm reunited, or I get what is it called, matched by a baby that was meant for me. And may that baby bring nothing but joy, and may not add sorrows in my life. May not add sorrows, and may that baby, every spirit of rejection in that baby's life, because you know most of these children, they get abandoned, and they could have the spirit of rejection, and this could make them become, this baby is going to be a blessed baby. I speak this into this baby's life. Even before I reunite, or even before I got matched with this baby, I know that this baby is going to bring joy into my life, not sorrows. Because the Bible says that the blessing of God, it makes you rich and it adds no sorrows. It adds no sorrows. So there is no sorrows associated with our Creator's blessings. So I speak that into existence. And I speak that baby girls into existence. I'm going to give the baby girl a name. I have a name in mind that I'm going to give that baby. And the baby will come home. I think I will have a process. You go through, I'm told to go so that I can have, I think my husband is in it, because the other day he was asking me, on Monday he was asking me, babe, aren't you going for the baby? Are you not going for the baby? In the morning when he woke up, he asked me, today is the day we are going for the baby, right? He may think that we go and bring him home. He doesn't know that there is a process that has to go through. So we have to do, I called them and they told me that we have to do paperwork and come back with these forms to fill. And then after filling the form, I take them back to him, and then I pay 15,000 processing fee. And then after that, I wait to be matched. I go with the documents that they need. They need both of my pictures, me and my husband, and they need, I think they need proof of fund, and they need what else? They need marriage certificate, proof of fund, police report. They want to know that I don't have any criminal history, and that is what they need for now. And then a processing fee of 15,000. I don't know if it's now more, but I think the lady who took the baby like 3 months ago, 2 months ago, or 1 month, and right now she told me exactly the process. So after that process, I have to wait. They have to come and inspect my house to see if it's baby okay. For my house is good enough for a baby to come in. Obviously my house is good enough. Why not? It's my house, of course. My house is built with love, and there is love in my house. There's laughter, there's children running around, there are toys everywhere. So definitely, and there's a lot of love. That baby is gonna come into love, okay? So they'll come home and then they'll inspect the house. They don't even go to that lady told us that they don't go to the living rooms or whatnot. They just sit in the sitting room and then ask questions. They just want to see how we live and whatnot. And then after that, they go back, they compile everything, they match me with a baby. You don't go to an orphanage and say, I want that baby. You find babies sitting and then you say, I want that baby over there, I want that. No, they actually match you based on your facial features, your build, your husband's facial features, and then they match you with a baby that they think is more will suit you. Once they match you, then they tell you exactly where the baby is. Then after, thank you, come and say hi. Kuja usalimie watu. I've been brought my lunch. Kuja ukae hapa kidogo. Kuja. This is my husband, guys. When in mama? You got fat.
Oh.
Unajua niko live?
Naona uko live. Si mbaya.
So this is my husband, guys. He brought me fruits to eat. Unaenda?
Sinaenda mimi, naenda kazi.
Unakula nini?
Nimekula chakula kilikuwa si.
Asante, hiyo unafanyanga vizuri kunileteanga hiyo.
Kwa nini huko unataka kula?
Nileteanga hiyo because sina njaa. Hiyo kila siku utanileteanga ukienda lunch? Asante.
Sawa. Endelea basi na
Okay. So I told him he thought well to bring for me fruits. Tom. So they come home Then they inspect the house, and then after inspecting the house, they go back, sit in a boardroom, discuss, look at our pictures, find a baby who needs, obviously there are babies, but because of me I need a girl. Girls, many people adopt girls, so there's shortage of girls in the orphanage. So because I want a girl, I might have a little bit of more waiting period. The reason why there are shortages because here in Kenya, even single ladies are allowed to adopt, and mainly they adopt baby girls. So then after they finish, they go peruse around the children's homes, which child is available for adoption. Then they know, they already know, and they've already matched you, but they're not gonna tell you. So they call you to go to a children's home to go and bond with a child. So you go there, you bond with this child. You don't take the kid immediately. You'll be going there. You go there until when a child sees you, he runs to you. You know, a child has to be very familiar with you. That is bonding process. And then after that, they allow you to bring the kid home. Then they give you 3 months to make up your mind, like trial. 3 months to stay with the kid to decide whether you can manage or not. Then after 3 months, now you need to go. You go to court. And then when you go to court, you need a lawyer. And then you argue the case. If you want a lawyer, you get a lawyer. If you don't want a lawyer also, you don't need a lawyer. Because that's extra cost for no reason. Then you go. The court hearing. Then they decide. They give you the baby. And then they declare that the baby is now yours by law. The baby is now yours by law. Then after that, now you go through, because you know usually when they get a baby, the baby needs to have, whoever found the baby has to go to the police, and the police has to write something called OB, case number. So like lost and found, or the baby has been found, case number. This is the number that will determine now the process of getting this baby birth certificate. Birth notification, you go to the chief. There's a lot of process that you have to go through. And then you get birth notification. You go do birth certificate. And then after the birth certificate is out, you will be registered as the mother and father of this child. So you cannot disown this child. When they are in the age of consent, you cannot disown this child. This child can sue you, and you can go to jail. So this child becomes yours. This child is eligible for inheriting your wealth. You cannot refuse to have this child inherit your wealth. So it's something that you have to really think through if you really want to go through it. Any question for my buddies who wants to also adopt? Brenda Ruto is asking me how long the whole process takes. The whole process actually depends on unataka, you want a baby girl or you want a boy, and the availability. Me, I want a child who does not have parents. I want a child who was just found abandoned. I don't want a child who have relatives or uncle have. I don't want a child whom those people will come claim him afterwards. I want a child who is declared abandoned, with nobody who has claimed this child. So it could take even up to 2 years, 1 year, 6 months, minimum 6 months, maximum 2 years, up to 3 years, depending on the availability of the child that you want. You are currently in Ireland, but when the time comes, I would like to adopt a Kenyan baby girl. You hope it won't be so complicated, but you have to be living in Kenya for quite some time for you to be allowed to adopt. You cannot, because they have to monitor the baby. You have to live in Kenya for like approximately maybe 6 months consecutively for them to monitor you with the baby. I don't know, you can't just adopt and go with the baby in abroad. But it depends. Now you have to come to Kenya, stay in Kenya, go through the process, you know, maybe do your paperwork. They'll come and inspect your house, and then you cannot have a relative do it for you. I could have adopted a long time ago when I was living in the Emirates, if that was the case. But I couldn't. You have to be available in Kenya. And I think nowadays they don't really allow people to go abroad with children. Just do your research, find out. Actually, I have the adoption agency number. As I go through making these videos and updating you guys, I will share their number so that if you are interested, you can call. So I think I'm going to end this video here because I've gone past a lot of hours now, maybe 2 hours almost. So I see you guys in my next video. Have a lovely one. Bye.